Hey, we're back here at JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore, 6725 West Central Avenue. That is Toledo, Ohio, 436-17419-531-6097. I was in the shop last night working a little bit late because you do that as an independent store owner. You kind of invest some time in your own business. And looking for some stuff. You know, I've got hidden treasures around here, and I discovered some of these pace cars I forgot all about, so we're putting those out. So, I've got some of these cool pace cars from Johnny Lightning. Johnny Lightning always puts out some really cool die-cast cars. But these die-cast cars are from way back in 1999. So, as the hipsters would say, they're vintage. So, we're going to be putting those out. And we got one that was put in the package incorrectly. And then also I discovered some older Marvels and DCs, like some of these Tales of Suspense that we'll be putting out. The prices, I don't know if you can make those prices out. Those prices are not the prices those selling for. Those are prices from probably like 10 years ago, so you should have been here 10 years ago to buy these. But we're going to probably be rebagging some of these, because as you can tell by the bags, the bags certainly need to be replaced. You should replace your bags probably every 5 years anyways. Got a few with Mylars in it. Got the Red Skull, got this great Gil Kane covers. Then you got this great Gene Colan artwork. Got some of the King, Jack Kirby there. You got the first pairs of MODOK. Looks like a little baby. He needs his diaper changed. In addition to the Tales of Suspense, we've got some of the Bernie Wrightson and the late Len Wein Swamp Things, including number 2. You've got a number 5 there. You've got a 6. Looks like one of the MS3K's parents right there. Another classic Wrightson cover right there. And then you had Bernie Leave. We've got some of those. We've got a number 15 and number 16. We've got a 17 towards the end of the run. We got an 18. I've got a 19 there. I've got a 20. Swamp Thing versus Swamp Thing. I've got a 21. I've got a 22. And I've got a 23. They try to make him more into a superhero. And then you got a 24, and then we got a couple of the Saga of the Swamp Things. We got a 22, a 23, and a 24. Unfortunately, we don't have 25, the first appearance or cameo. Depends how you look at it, of John Constantine. But that's from the Alan Moore run. And that's some of the other comics I've got. We got Old Secret 6 there. Some Ripley's Believe It or Not that we'll be putting out in issue number 52. Issue 55, 59, 62, some older DC comics like this Action, a few Action comics. Had this when I was a kid, really cool story. More Action, some adventure comics with Supergirl and that hot outfit of hers. Some Amazing Spider-Mans that need to be bagged up with the John Romita covers and inside. 117, 118. That was actually a rehash story from the black and white Spectacular Spider-Man. Then we got the first appearance of his parents. We got some old Batmans. I'll go through these rather quickly. Jack Kirby's Black Panther. Got Bonanza. This is issue number 17. Gold Key never put their numbers on the front. They had some crazy number. I don't know if it's ever been decided. You know, this number here, who knows what that number is, but their information is always in the indicia. So again, this Boris Karloff's of Gold Key. So this is number 9 of Boris Karloff. Carmen Infantino, Batman Flash cover, Brave and Bold. There you've got Wonder Woman when she was no longer had her costume. Jim Apparel, Brave and Bold. Black Canary, Jim Apparel. More Jim Apparel stuff. Jim Apparel does not get the credit that's due, because his stuff is very Neo-Adamish, but he was a workhorse. Got some Ditko, old Captain Atom there. Now this does not have the number on it either, so we have to look on the inside, and that cover is ripped. That is number 78 formerly Strange Suspense Stories. Got a 100-page spectacular. Nice wraparound cover. Detective Comics. Got a Bernie Wrightson detective cover there. Unfortunately, got some water damage there. Got another Man-Bat issue. Got the Spook. Faculty Funnies from Archie. We've got Fighting Marines. We've got this Flash with Jay Garrett. There's another Flash. These issues are actually more valuable than what I thought they were. I looked them up recently, and I was actually very surprised. Some great old Cary Bates and Novak and Frank McCullen. Got Sinestro. Got the Weather Wizards. Got Tricky Dick Nixon and From Beyond. The GI Combat. Iron Man. John Steele, Secret Agent. Again, we have to look on the inside. That's issue number 1. This series probably didn't last very long. Dr. Solar, the dinosaurs. Great dinosaurs on the cover. And that's a number 13. Jungle Action with Black Panther. You got Justice League. Some Edgar Rice Burroughs, Korax on a Stone. Several of those issues. Again, the covers will be on the inside. Special rare variant beard issue of Korax on a Stone. Legion of Superheroes, when they did a few reprints back in the early 70s of the Legion. Got Magnus Robot Fighter. It's issue number 8. Got a few other robot fighters. Marvel Tales featuring Spider-Man. There was a reprint series. This reprinted. Unique about this one here was the issue it reprinted of Amazing Spider-Man. Had the first Mary Jane cover, and it's got the Jiggly cover. You know, it's Jiggly, which is some great stuff. People might be offended by that today, but look at that. That's talent there. It's another brand new cover by John Romita. Got this Gil Kane cover of early issue of Marvel Team Up. Another Marvel Tales that was out of order. Beat up copies of Mighty Samson, brand new. So this might be issue 1. That is issue 1 of Mighty Samson. This issue here is really beat. This stuff was great. God, just great reading as a kid. Got some of the westerns there. You got the Munsters. Let's see what issue. This is issue 5 of the Munsters. You got Herman Munster, man of many disguises. You better believe it. Let's see what issue of the Munsters is this. Lily's growing some great plants, some poison oak, some poison ivy. There you go, Lily. The ideal couple. Sometimes they had pinups on the back there. Got My Favorite Martian, Outlaw Kid, an old issue of the Phantom from Gold Key. This is issue number 9. There you got the Carlton Comics. This might feature. At one point, Jim Aparo did artwork on these here. Got Popeye, a little Rawhide Kid. You got some Richie Rich. Somebody helped themselves to a little bit of the cover there. Another Ode Superman. Superman getting his butt kicked by a woman. How shameful that is. And there you go. You got Lois Lane, or that might be Lois Lane. Kind of looks like it. Superman, a bunch of older Supermans will get these bagged up. And I'm still working on that collection, that big 60s and 70s collection that had the 181, the 121, 129. Hopefully, I'll be getting those comics this week. But these are some comics that I rediscovered. And we'll get these bagged up and put out in case anybody has any interest in selling those. Superman's girlfriend, but there's only time to say which one of us. And there's more than time than that. He's Superman. He flings her out and grabs her. There you go. If he can't do it, then he's not worthy of the title. Secret Origins #1 that gave you first time action was reprinted. Some of these stories, first time that they've been reprinted since the original stories. Space Family Robinson, which then became Lost in Space, but it wasn't quite Lost in Space. This is issue 10. See, they put Lost in Space on there. I remember as a kid being a Lost in Space fan and getting my dad to buy these. It was disappointed it wasn't really Lost in Space. But I still love the book nonetheless, but I was disappointed it actually wasn't Lost in Space. Some Sergeant Fury reprints. We've got some of these strange Superboy stories that they would end up doing. You got Supergirl when she had her own short-lived series. It's at first glance it looks like it's George Tuska, but that's certainly not George Tuska doing the art. Another old Superman, the Triumph of Brainiac and Luthor. We've got to check to see what the price on that comic is. The giant size 80-page Jimmy Olsen, King of the Giant Ants, the super brain of Jimmy Olsen. You know, the Helmet of Hate. Seems like the Helmet of Hate must have got broken back out, and people are using that a lot these days again. Kirby came to DC Comics in the 70s. DC did a big plan. Kirby is coming. You know, when Jack Kirby came to DC, they didn't restart over Jimmy Olsen. There was no big hula like with Bendis. You know, starting books over for Bendis for him. Kirby took over, and he was the king. Bendis certainly is no Jack Kirby. Jimmy Olsen, lots of Jimmy Olsens. Thunder Agents, Wally Wood's Thunder Agents. There's some Gil Kane artwork. Oh, Tom and Jerry. Turok, Son of Stone. It's a great book with honkers in it. That's what they call dinosaurs. They call it honkers. They're fighting the Beavermen. Got Two Gun Kid. Got this Kirby and Dick Ayers artwork. Unknown Worlds. Kurt Schaffenberger. It's from way back in 1965. Number 41, 1965. There used to be a lot more comic companies. We got Uncle Scrooge. World's Finest. Big giant issue. Another World's Finest. More World's Finest. Got the Super Sons right there. And they did Wyatt Earp for a while. Marvel did lots of westerns. Here we've got Fantasy Masterpieces. Fing Fang Foom. Bunch of reprints there. Steve Ditko. Don Heck. More Fantasy Masterpieces. You got the Incredible Hulk when Rick Jones was the Hulk. And then you've got Hulk versus X-Factor when Todd McFarlane took over. That was like a couple of issues. Marvel Spotlight on Red Wolf. To see if he was popular enough. This is the third appearance of Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. So that would be going out. The second issue of the solo two-part Moon Knight to see if he did well enough. This is the first appearance of a Bullseye, but I say it's not the Bullseye. Got Ragman by Joe Kubert. Got Son of Satan _1. You know, who didn't want Son of Satan? Get that tattooed on your chest there. Another Swamp Thing, number 12. I'll have to put these with the other Swamp Things. There's a 14. Tales to Astonish, when the Hulk and Submariner shared the book. There you go. You got Gene Colan there with the Puppet Master. Commandy, Last Boy on Earth. More Mighty Samson. Killer Beast. The first issue of the Partridge Family. Can you dig it? Can you hear what they're saying? You know, David Cassidy, who died this past year, and you got Shirley Jones. Now this here, there's a price got marked up on it. Got some of the strange adventures with Dead Man. Got Neil Adams, some of the great Neil Adams. More Tales of Suspense. You got that Kirby there with the Cosmic Cube. Oh, excuse me, the Tesseract. First appearance, I believe, of the Adaptoid. Submariner, Bill Everett's Submariner with Gil Kane cover. Enemy Ace special. First appearance of Jamie Madrox. More Magnus Robot Fighters. We got an issue 8, a 9, a 12, a 13, a 14, a 15. More Trucks on the Stones, number 98. That was a rehashed cover from a much earlier issue. Number 85. The Honker That Would Not Die. This is a reprint. Had this issue when I was a kid. Such a great, great book. But that's it for right now with this stuff. Hidden Treasures will get this priced up. And hopefully next time I show some comics will be some of the comics from that collection, including the Silver Surfer one, Invincible Iron Man one, the drug issues of Green Lantern, Green Arrow by Denny O'Neil, Neil Adams, Dick Giordano, where my ward was a junkie. First appearance of the Black Panther, first Avengers. Number 9, the first appearance of Wonder Man, and lots more. If you like this, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Thank you.